So the first one we have is Multiverse. Now, the thing with this one is that the artwork is really, really quite incredible. If we have a look over here on their Twitter, they've got a really massive Twitter following, 75,000 followers, joined January 2022. You can see here they've got something called a dynamic supply. So the maximum is going to be 3,333 Genesis, price 0.1 Ethereum. Mint days is to be advised. Scroll down here just to give you an idea of the sort of artwork. This pinned tweet here has got massive engagement. And they've got lots of storytelling going on. So on the second tweet on their Twitter, if you solve the riddle, you can get into their Discord. So really like a nice storyline and lure. And they engage in the community in cool ways. There's also Premint that you can click on also from their Twitter, which will be linked in this video. And that can help you possibly get whitelist, so you're still early enough to do that. If we have a look over here, you can see it's a project by Stellar Art Studios. And if we go over here, I jump onto their website. Their website really gives you a great idea of the type of thing that they're building. So it says, our community of survivors have been actively working on building the Meltdown world in so many different ways. We felt like they deserve a page of their own. Browse through and check them out. So you can see here the safe zone, Fortnite Island. Push play here, let it play while we're reading. So fight for your survival and get inside the safe zone on our custom Safe Zone Island, a map created by one of our prominent members. You'll find everything there for a proper post-apocalyptic vibe. Dangerous desert, nuclear storm, mutants, and the symbol of safety, the Safe Zone Gate. And then if you click here, you can actually play around with it. And if we come over here, you can see that they've got a game in development, unique game development mechanics, but here it's not enough to get into the safe zone. In order, you'll have to enter to find secret codes on the map. Also, you'll have to give meat to the people already in the bunker and the gate. So again, we see like really a story going on here. Okay, if we scroll down a bit over here, the world, so it's a large, sandy, windy, super hot like sun was cooking the faces of the surviving people in the world. A vault gilded by some agents, the safe zone, was the agents would tell their people. The traveling people would have to solve many things to have to enter the place that was safe. Not a lot of those would make it and would have to venture out into the land. Some will never be seen again. The ones who made it would look upon the doors as they were wide open. Enter is what the agents said as they counted the bodies entering their new home from the heat and sand inside the safe zone. If we come to their vision on their website over here, you can see they say we're changing the world and the way the world thinks about NFT brands. Meltdown is a post-apocalyptic themed dystopia. For you to survive the nuclear desert, you have to get into the safe zone. Started with just a story, but we are building a whole world around it. The world experienced a major catalysm. Surviving it is in your hands now. After the meltdown, our planet is covered in lethal levels of nuclear radiation. Cities are destroyed, wildlife extinct, humans dead or adapted. So really seeing they're building the story and setting out the scene. So you'll be a character in this game. And you can see here the design of the art is really, really quite cool. It's different. It's like your typical sort of video game artwork. So they say here, this is not your average fluffy animal project. Meltdown was designed in a very distinguished way, leaning more towards the darkish gray graphic styles that you've seen in mainstream video games. Our illustrators take pride in creating designs that are unmatched in the NFT space. And then if you have a look here at the roadmap, we'll just jump into it. So the first thing they say here is their principles. Quality, stellar quality is the one. Hummingbird-like agility. So the lean method is an important part of our philosophy. We are striving to not be stubborn, but instead always thoroughly gauge the market so we can adapt. We're really important in Web3. Community above everything. We know the importance of community and laser-like focus. If we go to the vision here, capturing the post-apocalyptic domain, would like to cover the post-apocalyptic domain within the NFT space. We believe that this is a theme that's a lot more deeper and exciting than what other projects have got so far. Our goal is that anyone in the NFT world can think in this niche. Meltdown is the name that should come to mind. So I like that they're doing something unique as well. The community we have discussed. So the metaverse side of it, be in contact with everyone who counts, the internal networking space for the most talented survivors in the world, riddle events with stories. We all know that the most exciting moments were when we were solving riddles together. That's exactly how I would like to keep building experiences like these for our collectors. Within these events, there will be ones which will help you explore the story more and you can solve them together. They're going to also have like Fortnite type tournaments. Real world, no big brand was ever built without proper backing. In the Meltdown store, there won't be any Meltdown themed product, but funny and cool post-apocalyptic style clothes and items too. Can imagine some cool, just personally, I hope they got steampunk stuff. I like steampunk. The core, so the holders of the 3,333 piece Genesis collection are filtered and selected meticulously for a reason. The creation of this core team is important due to various reasons. We're building the future of Meltdown on these 3,333 tokens. The different pieces of the post-apocalyptic world will be made in connection with the Genesis collection. If we jump onto their team page over here, you can see they're sort of pseudo docs because when I went through to their Twitters, it just took me through to Stellar Studio for the co-founder and founder. So pseudo docs, I would say. But you can see co-founder, illustrator, developer, artistic design, Discord ninja, social media guru, and then they've got just different mods and things like that. And if we have a look here on the design, which I really do think the artwork is pretty cool, something that we haven't seen before. You can see very, very suited for video games, like they were saying. Almost reminds me of like G.I. Joe and those sort of characters that you used to collect. But definitely a cool one to look out for, guys. Developing a good story, definitely getting traction on Twitter and good engagement. So one that I'm keeping an eye on for sure. All right.